guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Blue Point TV, where we talk about football and football related stories. Okay guys, I want us to talk about the Chelsea goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. Just, just talk about how well, that he has performed this season so far. How good do you think that he has performed this season so far? Because I feel like he has been good so far this season. Now, as we know, Chelsea spend the new owners have spent so much money since they have been at the club. They have spent so much money, and as you know, they have spent close to a billion. Since they have been at the club, £1 billion, close to, since they have been at the club. And some people are still feeling like the squad is not still there. They are not still there in terms of the challenge for the league. Now, most of the players are young players. They bought from below 25 or around 25 or below 25. That's the strategy that they went with. But still, some YouTubers, football YouTubers, pundits, they are believing that there are some position that Chelsea still need to sign players. Even the former Liverpool defender, Jamie Carragher, also said, I watched the video where he said Chelsea still needs some players. Even as they have spent so much money, they still need some players. Now for me, I don't think Chelsea need so many players. Now, according to Jamie Carragher, he said Chelsea still need a number 9, that Nicholas Jackson is, for now, is not a top number 9 that will consistently give Chelsea goals. And then he also said Chelsea need a goalkeeper, that he doesn't think that Robert Sanchez is good enough to be the Chelsea number 1. Now let's go back to Sanchez. Now for me, the only position maybe I feel like Chelsea, if they want to sign any player, maybe in January or in the summer, maybe the number 9, maybe they need to sign a striker. But for the goalkeeper, I don't think Chelsea need any goalkeeper for now, because so far Sanchez for me has been good. So far in terms of performances, I think he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League in terms of performances so far. Yes, Chelsea as a team are not in the right place. They're not in a good position. Chelsea are in 11th position now. And I don't think Sanchez is the reason why Chelsea are in 11th position. Because for me, he's doing his job. He's making saves. And I don't think he's the reason why Chelsea are in 11th position. For me, the reason why Chelsea are in 11th position is because of these attacking players. They're not taking their chances. They're not scoring goals. Players like Jackson and also Sterling. I feel like they are the reason why Chelsea are where they are now, not the goalkeeper. Now, going back to if Sanchez is good enough to be the Chelsea number 1 goalkeeper, I want to compare him with the goalkeepers in the league, because there are 2 goalkeepers in the league for me that I think that are world-class goalkeepers in the Premier League. I feel like it's only 2 goalkeepers that are world-class. I don't think there are any other world-class goalkeepers. Now for me, those 2 goalkeepers that are world-class goalkeepers are this Manchester City goalkeeper and the Liverpool goalkeeper, Alisson and Edison. For me, these 2 goalkeepers are the only world-class goalkeepers in the league. Robert Sanchez is not a world-class goalkeeper. So let's understand that one. He's not a world-class goalkeeper, but I think he is a good goalkeeper. And like I said, the only world-class goalkeeper that I feel like the Premier League have is the Liverpool goalkeeper and the Manchester City goalkeeper. Of course, as a Chelsea fan, I would want Sanchez, to be a world-class goalkeeper. I would want Chelsea to get a world-class goalkeeper because Chelsea are a big club. So every big club, they will want to get the very best goalkeepers. When Chelsea had Thibaut Courtois, for me, he was one of the best goalkeepers in Europe at the time. And still, he's still one of the best goalkeepers. Yes, he's injured now for Real Madrid, but he's still one of the best goalkeepers in Europe. When Peter Cech was Chelsea goalkeeper, for me, he was one of the best goalkeepers then when he was at Chelsea. So of course, as a Chelsea fan, you will want to get one of the very best, goalkeepers. Now, I want to compare Robert Sanchez with other goalkeepers that I think that are not world class. Like I said before, I have only two world class goalkeepers in the league. So I want to compare Sanchez with the Arsenal goalkeeper or the Arsenal goalkeepers, Ramsdale and David Raya. Now for me, these two goalkeepers, they are not world class for me. They are not world class in terms of performances, in terms of consistency, in terms of what they have achieved in their career as a goalkeeper. Because for me, for you to be a world class goalkeeper, you have to be consistent in your performances in a high level as a goalkeeper. You have to be one of the very best goalkeepers in Europe. And also you have to back it up with titles, win the big trophies, the league, the Champions League, and you have to be consistent in these things. So far, they are not consistent for me. The Arsenal goalkeeper is not consistent for me. Even last season, yes, they were there fighting for the league, but I don't think he was consistent as a goalkeeper. So for me, he's not a world-class goalkeeper. We all agree that the Arsenal goalkeepers are not world-class. The Manchester United goalkeeper Onana, before he came to Manchester United, I feel like he did well. And Inter Milan, of course, he took Inter Milan to the Champions League final. He did very well, but so far he hasn't shown that he's a world-class goalkeeper. And I think he's a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's a world-class goalkeeper. And so far he hasn't shown in the Premier League that he is a world-class goalkeeper. And also the Tottenham goalkeeper, Vicario, also a good goalkeeper, but he's not a world-class goalkeeper. We shouldn't forget we have Tottenham, signed him from Empoli, I think, in Serie A. And he's not a world-class goalkeeper. He has been good for Tottenham since he has been here, but he's not a world-class goalkeeper. And then another goalkeeper I want to talk about is the Aston Villa goalkeeper, Martinez, the Argentina goalkeeper. I don't think he's a world-class goalkeeper as well. Yes, he won the World Cup with Argentina, but he is not world-class. He's a good goalkeeper, but not world-class. The only thing that we will say he has won is just the World Cup. Because for me, I feel like if he is up there in terms of goalkeeping, I feel like he was supposed to have left Aston Villa. No disrespect to Aston Villa, but if he's a top goalkeeper, one of these bigger clubs are supposed to come and get him. And then we'll see how well he will perform, as a goalkeeper. He is a good goalkeeper. I feel like he's better than Sanchez, the Chelsea goalkeeper, but he is not world class. So going back to Sanchez, for me, I think he has been good for Chelsea since he has been at Chelsea. We shouldn't forget last season he won an award of the best. Last month he won an award of the best save in the league last month. Of course, Chelsea last month was really bad, but I feel like him as a goalkeeper, he was doing his job last month. He was very good for Chelsea last month. He made some fantastic saves. Even this month, he has been very good for Chelsea. In 8 games, he has kept 3 clean sheets, which is good for him. I know as a goalkeeper. Now, I said before, some football fans feel like he is not a good goalkeeper in terms of the level of the football club that he is now, Chelsea. They feel like he's not a top goalkeeper. He's not good enough to be the Chelsea number 1. And for me, I disagree on that in terms of other goalkeepers in other bigger club or in other big club. Let's use Arsenal as an example. They have Ramsdale there and David Raya. I don't think these two goalkeepers are better than Sanchez, for me. We shouldn't forget when Arsenal got Ramsdale, they got him from Sheffield United, and Sheffield United got relegated. And when they got that goalkeeper, most of the Arsenal fans were saying he's not good enough. How can Arsenal go get a goalkeeper from the relegation? From a team that went down to the championship. Why would they go and get him? And then that is first season for Arsenal. It took Arsenal, they finished 5th in the season. And then the second season, that was last season. It took Arsenal, they challenged for the league. And if Ramsdale can do that with Arsenal, then why can't Sanchez, maybe in the next 2, 3 seasons, why can't Sanchez take Chelsea, fighting for, for titles in the next 2, 3, 4 seasons? Why can't Sanchez take Chelsea fighting for titles? So like I said before, the two Arsenal goalkeepers are not better than him. The Tottenham goalkeeper, Vicario, he is also not better than him. The only goalkeeper in these goalkeepers that I just mentioned here that I think is slightly better than him is the Aston Villa goalkeeper, the Argentina goalkeeper. I feel like that one is the one that I feel like is slightly better than him. And I think Martinez is better than David Raya, and I also think he's better than Ramsdale. And I also think he's also better than the Tottenham goalkeeper, Vicario. So, like I said, this Martinez is the only one that I feel like is slightly, maybe better than Sanchez. So Sanchez, for me, he has been good, very good for Chelsea since he has been at the club. He has been very good. He has been doing his job. The problem that the team have rather, is the attacking players. They are the ones that I feel like have disappointed the team because they're not taking their chances. If they are taking their chances, I think Chelsea will be in a very good position in terms of the league table. So for me, I think I think he has what it takes to be at Chelsea for a long time. I think he has what it takes to, to take Chelsea to challenge for the big trophies. If the Arsenal goalkeepers can do it, which for me I think they are not better than him. So if they can do it, then I think Sanchez as well can do it. Because I don't think the Arsenal goalkeepers are better than Robert Sanchez. I don't think they are better than Sanchez. Even before he came to Chelsea, when he was at Brighton, I don't think that he's better than Chelsea. Yes, some fans will say, but why is it that he wasn't playing for Brighton? Why is it that the manager dropped him? Every manager have their preference. Every manager have the players that they prefer. So maybe Roberto De Zerbi, maybe he doesn't prefer Robert Sanchez. It doesn't mean that Robert Sanchez is not a good goalkeeper. And I also think the goalkeepers that De Zerbi is using now for Brighton, the two of them, I think they are also not better. For me, in fact, he is better than the goalkeepers that they are using. So I'm surprised that when I watch the goalkeepers that Brighton, De Zerbi is using now, I was kind of surprised. Why is it that the Brighton coach decided to drop Sanchez for these goalkeepers? I don't think they are better than him. For me, I feel like he's better than them. But like I said, every coaches have their own preference. So for the fact that he dropped Sanchez doesn't mean that Sanchez is not good enough to start for Brighton. So that's my take on Sanchez. And for me, Sanchez is better than the keeper that Chelsea had before in Kepa Arrizabalaga. He's better than Kepa. With the saves that Sanchez have made this season, most of the save, especially the outside shot, Kepa can't make those saves. We know Kepa is difficult for him to make those long distance shots. It's difficult for him to make those kind of saves. And we know that we've seen it that Sanchez has been very good in making those kind of saves. And we also know that it's difficult for Kepa to come out to claim all those crosses and also set pieces. But Sanchez is very good in doing those things. All those set pieces, he claims the ball. So he's better than Kepa. And I think he's good enough to, for now, be the Chelsea goalkeeper. And he's still young, he's around 24, 25. He will improve. And like I said, if the Arsenal goalkeepers, if they are good enough for Arsenal to challenge for league titles, then I think Sanchez is good enough to challenge, to take Chelsea, in the next years or so, to challenge for the big titles as well. So that's my take on Robert Sanchez. I feel like he has been fantastic since he has signed for the club. So that's my opinion on him. What's your opinion? What's your feeling on Sanchez? How well do you think he has performed so far for Chelsea? And also, do you think he's good enough to be the Chelsea #1 goalkeeper for now in terms of his performances? Because in terms of, I'm judging him with how well I feel like he has performed so far this season. Because I think for me, he's one of the best goalkeepers so far this season in terms of his performances. So that's what I'm judging him with. So what's your take? What's your opinion on Robert Sanchez? So guys, also Please, if you're watching the video, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Blue Point TV, or subscribe to the channel if you're new, and also like the video. Please like the video, it's very important. And also on Facebook, if you're watching the video on Facebook, please follow the channel Blue Point TV, like and share the video. It's really important. Thank you guys. Stay safe while I see you again. Bye.